Hi, I'm Myles Cupp of the Kron Rapier study group. I'm here with my associate instructor, Brian Frick. We'd like to interpret some Alfieri for you today. We're going to be working on plate number 8. I will be gentleman number 15. Brian will be gentleman number 14. The title of this chapter is On Wounding to the Outside Over the Sword, Passing with the Left Foot. So we begin in measure. I believe we begin to the inside. Alfieri says that the first thing that I'm going to do as the agent in this play is I'm going to move forward with my forte to find his sword over his debole, like so. So ideally my reaction would just be to then lunge and hit him. Of course I may not be able to get there. Brian is not just going to allow me to stand there and hit him. So he is going to execute a cavazione, and his intention is to beat me to the blow, as it says in the play. So of course I don't want to allow that to happen, so I'm going to act in tempo. I'm going to put my mask on. So we can do this with the vigor and resolution that Alfieri says these plays should be done. So again, my intention is to find his sword, like so. His intention is to beat me to the blow and hit me there. So mid-tempo of his cavazione, according to the variations that are described in the play, I am going to turn my hand in second and wound him with the passing step. So I find his sword, mid-tempo of his cavazione, I pass forward, checking his hand here as shown in the play, passing on a straight line towards his body and not offline, as Alfieri specifies. So once more with a little bit more vigor, I go to find his sword. He has the cavazione, mid-tempo, I go and I hit him. Once more, I find his sword, and I hit. The second variation is that I can perform this action as a feint, and I interpret this play as saying that instead of gentleman number 14, Brian, going for the cavazione, he instead goes for a parry. So instead, I go here, and instead of cavazione, he just counterfinds my blade, setting himself up on a line to hit me. So since I'm setting this up as a feint, I have some time to perform a counter action to that. So I begin, he goes to counterfine, and I pass underneath his blade, again checking his hand if necessary. Doing it once more with a little bit more vigor and tempo. Once more. Wait for my feint. So that's the second variation. The third variation is that he does in fact complete his cavazione as he tried to attempt in the first variation. In such a case, Alfieri says we should beat his blade and defeat him with a cut. So I go here. He is now trying to again beat me to the blow. So he's coming, beat, and I can now cut with the mandrito. Or I go, he completes the cavazione, and I hit him with the reverso. So we will run through all three variations now, starting with the first one, in which he begins his cavazione, and I defeat him mid-tempo of his cavazione. Number one. Number two, he goes for the parry against my feint. Let me do that again. Let me actually hit him with it. And then the two variations of the last variation, he completes his cavazione, and with the reverso. So that's our interpretation of plate number 8. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback in the HEMA community about what you think. This is Myles Cupp on behalf of the Kron Rapier study group. Thank you very much.